started with 2.
No, I started with 3, but you said you were ready after I said 3.
Oh yeah, so then it
So
was 2. That's,
you,
okay.
I started at 2 because you weren't ready at 3. So
Yes, good call.
yep, brilliant, big brain
Bri-
plays.
Brilliant.
Well, hey, welcome
Hey.
to our live stream. This is the Double Cup of Joe live recording studio. This is this is the Double Cup of Joe show as recorded for a live studio audience. Yay!
Yeah,
Clap now.
yeah.
We'll get placards. Just clap.
Yes, let's do that.
Laughter.
Oh my.
It'll show up in the recording. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wow. I'm still showing up as black static and Swerve, man. I need to fix that.
Yeah.
That wagon.
Yeah, that's not you.
Man, oh man, I can't be that.
Oh,
Holy
no.
smokes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Dang it.
Hey man, it wouldn't be a recording session if we didn't have technical difficulties, though.
Mhm.
That's the truth.
Quick support ticket.
That's the truth. I was the bomber. Or maybe, no, Joe was the bomber.
It could have been either of us. We have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Which one of us was it? Why is other Joe quiet? I don't know. Joe, why are you quiet?
Why am I so quiet?
I didn't think you were quiet. Let me...
I don't know. Why am I so quiet?
I don't know.
Turn me up on the thing.
I'm going to do the turning you up thing.
Turn me up on the OBS.
Obs, you're...
Yeah, you had me turned all the way down, see, it's the thing.
This is all part of my... Joe B is for Joe Bomber. Dang it! They found me. I thought I was so clever. Is he loud again?
Am I? Hey.
Because I have him as loud as I can make him. So if that's not loud enough, you need to yell at him and not me.
Hey, yell out loud, please.
Ow.
Is that better? Or maybe you need to quiet yourself down.
Maybe I need to turn you.
How do the levels look on your OBS?
Well, so
Does it
you're...
look okay?
Yeah, I mean, they look fine. Like, we're both peaking at the same decibels, so...
Okay.
I mean, I might be a little bit higher, but I'm turning myself down. Like, you're at max, and I'm only just getting you to where... Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, you were, like, the max, so... I can turn myself down more, but it just makes me quieter. I can't get you to be any louder.
Yeah, I know. Well, we don't need you to be quieter. 'Cause,
Yeah, I'm not.
You're
I'm not
in
that
charge,
loud.
man. You're like the in charge guy today.
Ooh, I like being in charge guy. Haha, take that, all you people. But yeah, so.
Forgive me, I'm reading about our topic today.
Whoa, that had a check mark. What does that mean? What does your brochure mean? Oh, maybe it's not a check mark. It can just be. What's the logo? Victory
Yes,
School of Life. It's got my name on it.
Joe. Wow, how about that? Look at that amazingness.
Does somebody have AC on? Maybe. I could.
I needed to look up the definition of discipline.
Oh. I'm hiding from people.
What? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Hey,
I was
you
trying.
made it back.
I was trying to find the AC.
I don't think I have any background noise.
Well, they can apparently hear me, so it's me. It's definitely me. Like, I know it's me, but I don't know how to quiet my AC unless I turn it off, which is totally a thing I could do.
And then it's gonna be hot.
Then it's gonna be hot.
Then you're gonna be sweating.
Yep. Then I will sweat. You'll see perspiration. Perspiring.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, we
that's
got
loud.
noises and stuff. We appreciate all you guys in the chat because without you guys we wouldn't be able to fix all this stuff. It's super fun, and I'm talking to this lab. Yes. I want one of those chairs, man.
Dude, it's like the best investment you can make. I think.
I know. Look, I mean, I got a stool. Look at this thing. Stool. It's not even a stool. It's like smaller than a stool. It's like a stool sample.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah.
Well, I have unfortunately muffled it as far as I can go. It's just Nat in the background. Man,
That's
everybody,
right.
how do I turn down the sensitivity on my mic? they can hear everything in my house.
Well, it's which mic are you using for the Zoom? Question. The
Uh,
one in your face?
yes, the one on my face.
Okay.
I don't have more mics, so if I turned on the HD mic, my video camera mic, it would just get worse. It wouldn't get better.
Okay.
Well, oh, it is the one on the thing. That's why.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
There we go.
Now it should be better.
Oh yeah, this should be way better. You guys should just yep, that was a thing that happened. Don't worry. Don't worry about
I, hey, it's
it.
not even Wednesday and we're not worried still.
Yeah, we're preemptively not worrying. Or are we late? It's not
Everything
worrying.
sounds weird now, Raka says. Turn it back.
Turn it back. Wait, what?
What?
No, no. I sound weird.
What do you mean you sound weird?
I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
very different. But it's not bad, right? It's okay?
Very different sound. Well, yeah, I tricked you all. This is my real voice. The other one was my fake voice. Turn-
Luckily, the we can't hear the AC at least though. Hey, that's all right.
Yep. Now you just get to no. See they thought that was part of my voice was the AC, and now they just have to deal with my voice, which is the thing that's weird to them. So
Yeah, see, the cool thing is this microphone is not the one that's being used to record the audio for the video. Wait,
right.
for the edited video that will come out on YouTube after, not this. Yeah.
If you want to hear my real voice, you have to
Yes, the
watch the
real voice
episodes
is
that
that
come
other
out.
microphone that he has right there in front of his face. That one. Yes. That's being used to record the actual audio for the podcast. So that'll be a much better sounding thing. See, I'm not using this microphone for this Zoom call. This is my webcam mic that's picking me up, right? So this is just the Cubase mic for the podcast. Anyway, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we should get started because
Do I do this?
we're gonna derail even farther. So
Look, it's discipline.
yes,
Discipline. To
we're
obey what is right. That.
nice. So
You
yeah,
learn this stuff in martial arts.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn discipline. Joe's gonna teach me discipline, or something about discipline is gonna happen. But
Yeah. What's day one? What is our first day? I didn't even look.
Monday. So
Yes,
let's
it's
just
Monday.
let's just. Oh my goodness, that's a picture of me still in our meeting from yesterday. So anyway, in case you guys haven't been here before, this is our recording. You're gonna see for the next hour or so is Joe and I are gonna do where we're gonna record we're gonna record the episodes we do
Yeah.
throughout our week, and we want you to be a part of it. Ask you some questions. Gonna get you involved. You don't want to be involved, but that's too bad. You're involved anyway. So,
Hmm?
this is about to happen. We're gonna talk.
Man, we didn't even break it down.
We're about to break it down.
We're gonna break it down. Break it down.
So yeah, so what we do is we take a topic. In this instance, we're talking about discipline. That's what we decided upon for the week. And break it into several topics. Those topics are, of course, going to be overview. We start with an overview. Hey, what does discipline look like? Second step is, generally speaking, talk about your individual focus. So, how does discipline affect you? How's your own personal discipline going to affect your life? Third stage is do an outward focus. We say, hey, how can you be disciplined in your setting? How can you not let your friends influence you? That's a type of discipline. So we'll discuss that on what will be Wednesday, but it'll stay in like
How can
45
you
minutes.
discipline other people?
Yep, and how can you discipline other people? Joe will have that portion. I don't have kids or anything. It's supposed to be. So that would be the third day, and then the fourth day we almost always have this day where we review. Hey, this is the benefits. Like talk to you about here's what discipline looks like. We talk about like here are the good things that come from that. The future focus on the topic that we have. Mouse is on the screen.
Apparently it's there. I look at it. I'm seeing it right now. It's fun.
Don't come closer. No. 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 Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Guess I got rid of it. Sent it away.
What's hilarious is like that's like a few seconds behind. So like everything you're saying is happening a few seconds later.
So, yep. But so anyway, that's what's about to happen, and we are gonna go through that today. So we're gonna start with Monday. We're gonna go through a full week, and then what are we doing on Friday?
Friday, it's your
This
topic.
is my topic.
Yep, and that's the last topic we have. So, I mean, if you guys want us to talk about stuff, you can put it in the chat. You can put it in the comments. You can put it on bss.studio. I'll even look at this. I'll even post a link for you guys. Look at this. I'm going to post it before Princess does. I win.
Take that.
Yeah. Princess is like, I'm not even on the show.
So that's what we're going to do. So today's Free for All Friday topic is going to be, you can go there to look at it, the link that Joe posted, or you can just watch. We're going to talk about who knows less. Person talking about something they don't know anything about, or two people talking about something they have no idea about anything. Topic. So we're going to talk about that topic, and it's going to be
I have
two
no
people
idea about
talking.
anything.
Two people not having any idea about the topic they're discussing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And I think next, if we don't get another one, next Friday we can do discussion on waffles v pancakes. Bum, bum, bum.
Next week? Dude, but next week I won't even be able to contribute. I'll be back on my like no wheat product diet again. Oh, I'll be able to do everything hypothetically. Okay, that works.
I mean, we can do it.
Hypothetically, waffles versus pancakes. I don't eat either of them right now. So I mean, today's my last day. It starts tomorrow. Like my whole
waffles and pancakes tonight after the show, and then next week we'll discuss the results of that eating.
What it was? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Perfect. So, anywho, we're just gonna get right into it for recording what is going to be discipline day 1. It's Monday.
Yes, today's Monday. Just so you know.
Yeah, in case you were confused, it's not Thursday. It's Monday. Anyway, I'm just gonna count it down. Feel free to play along. We will be still talking to you guys, chatting with you guys as we go throughout the thing.
Yeah.
But we'll also kind of change slightly that we're focused because my actual camera is direct this thing.
Right.
Not ignoring you.
My camera's right here in front of me, so I get to guys still kind of. I get to look down below you. But anyway. But what I just want to let you guys know, I am not editing a whole lot of stuff out of these. So if you guys play along with us, your names will get read aloud on the videos and on the podcast and everything. So you're so you know.
Part of the podcast.
You can. And if you don't want to be, then you're gonna be. We're just gonna list off everybody. We're gonna be like, hey, they're here. And you guys that weren't there should be there. Because it's
all right. So let's start it off. I'm gonna drop in a little teaser, then pause, and then we'll just get right into it. So
yeah.
If you guys are wondering, that's what's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1. Discipline. Keeping track of everything in life. Hey everybody, welcome to the Double Cup of Joe show. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm your other host, Joe.
And today we're here to make your morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you, go right. We want to get your mind focused. We're here with us last week. That's what we talked about. But this week we're going to go over discipline, and we're excited to have you here with us. But before we get into that, we have a 3-step process. We are disciplined. We keep to this process every single day.
Yeah.
You should too. You can follow along right now as I ask Joe these 3. And if you're in the chat right now, feel free. Post your responses. Let us know what you're doing. We're going to do this another time, so keep secrets there for a little bit later. But 3 questions.
Share all of your secrets.
So share all of your secrets. Be disciplined about how many answers you use with this episode. But there are 3 questions that I'm going to ask to Joe, and then went along. If you're at home, you're not even participating with our live stream, definitely invite you to join by hitting the subscribe button, checking out a little later the live stream. But if you're not, you can always answer these questions on your own. It's a great way to get your mind focused in the right. So the first question is, of course, what are you thankful for? So I'm going to pass it over to Joe. He's going to tell us what he is thankful for today.
And today I am thankful for my family. I've got a wife, I've got some kids, I've got some parents, I've got some in-laws, I've got brother, well, and sister-in-law. I've got some brother, and some nieces and nephews, and it's awesome. Like, I'm thankful for all of them. It's great to have them all be a part of my life, and yeah, I'm super thankful that I get to know them. That's really awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Having a good family is awesome because you get them for life, generally speaking.
You don't get to pick them. Well, you get to pick one of them, your spouse.
Oh.
That's it. Everybody else you don't pick.
Okay.
So hopefully they're good ones.
I got to pick on my brothers. Does that count? That's too bad.
That's not it.
Anyway, we got some good answers in the chat. Jeff is thankful for clean water to drink. Blame him there. Clean water, really important. Life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because dirty water is nasty.
Not good. We have Princess, who's in the chat, is thankful to be family, blessed with love. It's always fantastic. Totally all of those. And then I think it's Josiah Bono. If I mispronounced your name, sorry, but awesome person. They're thankful for birds.
Yep.
Bird is the word.
Yes, some are delicious. This is true. Because I'm thankful for birds. They're cute, and some are delicious. Yeah. Although, interestingly enough, the birds we eat are called fowl. Isn't that interesting?
All of them?
Well, mostly chicken, turkey, duck.
You learn something new every day. Peasants don't eat peasants.
Pheasants.
Anyway, so that's thankfulness. That's step number 1.
Yeah.
It's a great way to be happy for what's already happened in your life. Step number 2 is a little bit more forward focused, where we talk about what are you looking forward to. That's kind of the future. So we want you to have something you're looking forward to. Ask Joe. Joe, what are you looking for?
I'm looking forward to seeing what car I'm going to drive next, because my car just broke and I think it's like completely dead. So I get to go through the process of finding a different vehicle, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be. Hopefully it's nice, not too well, and not too expensive.
Yep. Nice and
But it's not a
nice.
shrubbery, it's a car.
It's a car. Nice. Well, good luck. I hope you get something that it's your fancy. Something like that. Hopefully it's nice.
I hope it runs and doesn't break all the time.
2 very important things. Transportation.
Yes.
Got Jeff, who's looking forward to another episode of Double Cup of Joe. I don't blame
It's a
you,
whole week, man.
Joe. Every time. Every time. Should be too. The like button.
Hmm.
And that leads us to question number 3, which is, of course, what are you going to do? Thought about everything. Now, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do today to move your life forward? That action step. I encourage you, when you say this, actually do it. This isn't just a mind exercise. This is an exercise. So, Joe, what are you going to do?
Well, it's Monday, so on Mondays I generally have a lot of office nonsense that I got to do. I'm a property inspector, and so there's always a bunch of emails that I have to deal with, and a bunch of phone calls, and stuff. There's all kinds of stuff that I got to deal with. So, in the midst of all that, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to carve out some time to work on the new single dual album, the instrumental album that we're. So I'm going to actually set aside some time, even if it's only a half an hour. I'm going to discipline myself to set that aside, that time aside. That's going to be what I'm going to do today.
I'm excited. That's what I'm looking for. It's awesome. Um, and then it looks like in the chat we've got Jeff gonna edit some of the Double Cup of Joe audio for a podcast. Jeff helps us out on this show a ton. He's with
Mm,
us a little before, sometimes after, sometimes it's without us. It's great. It's great to have Jeff along, and he keeps us. He disciplines us, which is fantastic.
yes.
Princess says on making a D&D campaign, packing up
Hmm.
that stuff. Lots of. Hopefully that move goes well.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely advance in some direction. So luck. That is the end of our 3-step process. It's pretty quick.
It
Three
is.
steps. There's nothing we're hiding from you. There's only 3 of them. There's not a secret 4th step. If there is, you guys need to tell us about it. But right. Thanks for partaking with us of that routine.
Hmm.
Great for mindset. It's important. Disciplined every single day to get your mind in. Speaking of discipline, I'm not very disciplined. Tell because it's really hard for me to keep us on track. But who is disciplined? Joe. So I'm going to pass it over to Joe, and he's going to tell us about discipline.
Well, that I appreciate the vote of confidence. However, I look at discipline in my life as a work in progress, like all the time. This is something that I'm constantly trying to get better at because it's just one of the things I learned is that I was listening to some success talks, and one guy came on and he said, "Really, success in any field, it really boils down to one word: discipline." And so, what is discipline? I looked it up. I have this handy dandy booklet from my martial arts school. They have a whole cycle on discipline that we do every year. The 2-month cycle where we talk about discipline. And let's see what they say the definition of. First of all, it's discipline is to obey what is right. So it's to do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it might, get you in trouble or whatever. You do what is right. And that is the essence of what discipline is. But the Encarta dictionary says discipline is training to ensure proper behavior, the practice or method of teaching and enforcing acceptable patterns of. So it's really, yes, it's do the right thing, to practice good habits, to make sure that you're on track doing the things that you know to be right, or at least that you, to the best of your ability. And so, for instance, it all starts for me with the alarm clock. Is the right thing to hit the snooze button 4, 5, 6, 12 times? Or is the right thing to get up on the first time? good question. I pose it to the people in the chat. I'm not gonna get any responses because everybody's gonna be like, I don't want to answer that. I wouldn't want to either. But here's the thing about the alarm clock. Like I look at the alarm clock and I've learned to get up the first time because I don't like getting up. Is anybody else like with me on this? You like getting up? I don't like getting up. And so every time you hit the snooze button, what you're doing is you're redoing the thing you don't like. You're just setting it up to go again and again and again and again. So why just do it the time? Get up. And that's the first thing of discipline. But discipline goes into all other areas of our life. One of the things that's super important to remember as we go through this whole week on discipline, because tomorrow we'll be talking about discipline with yourself, and then Wednesday we'll be talking about discipline when it involves other people. And then Thursday we'll be talking about kind of what your life looks like, what a disciplined life looks like as you live it, which is really really cool. But one of the things to remember about discipline is it will come into your life. Discipline will happen to you. You get to choose whether you do it or somebody else does it. But make no mistake, discipline will happen to you. So if you can discipline yourself, there will be no need for others to discipline you. And I find it's much better. It's not always easier to discipline myself, but it always feels better because that way I know at least I'm in charge of it rather than somebody else making me do something I don't want to do or sending me to jail if I don't do the right thing or whatever, right? I've never been to jail before, but that's just for instance. Anyway, so that's what I have on discipline. Joe, what do you got?
Yeah, that's good stuff, and you're definitely right. It's a lot easier when you discipline yourself than having someone else do it. If you've ever been disciplined before, you probably know what that's like. That's just it really kind of just makes you angry. It really isn't as effective as self-discipline. Self-discipline, you're like, I guess I'm gonna do it, but you don't really get angry. If somebody else is like disciplining you, it's not usually fun.
No.
But it is for your benefit. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on this week. Um, Cameron's asked about if you set a limit on your snoozes. Is that good enough? I mean, that can be a start, but I highly don't recommend it. As a recurring snoozer myself, what I end up doing is I stack my alarms so close together that even if I snooze, it forces me to get up on the other one. So that's what I do. There's no reason to keep hitting snooze. You're already up. You're only gonna make yourself more tired and risk missing work or whatever you have to do. So just get up.
Yep.
Getting up is fun. It doesn't always seem like it, but I've been getting up pretty early the last few weeks. Not as early as I was when we were recording the show, but
I was gonna say, I was like, well, now let's see. What's your definition of early now?
Yeah, my definition of early is now half an hour later than it was a few weeks ago. So, yeah, we highly encourage you be disciplined, and it's about what you do to make sure you're on the right path. I think Joe kind of alluded to that with his topic from what's the place? Victory,
Yep.
wherever.
Victor's Martial Arts.
I don't even know if we can shout them out. We're not sponsored or anything, but
right. I did get permission to wear their uniform on vlogs and stuff like that if I wanted. I did get that. So I was like, well, then I probably have permission to actually use their material and just like mention it, because it's just life principles. You can find this stuff anywhere. It's just compiled by them, put into this fancy little that I read with all the kids that are, age 5 and up.
I'm a kid who's age 5 and up.
Hey, that's right.
So yeah, I mean, life has a way of disciplining us, even if other people aren't the ones doing it. Life will do it for them. So it's easier to learn from others' mistakes and it is to go through those experiences on your on your own. So if you can
Yes, sir.
self-discipline, you're gonna save yourself a lot of headaches, both literal and figurative. So with that, I'm gonna pass it back to Joe. He's got more discipline wisdom.
Well, I don't have a whole lot more. I mean, this is just the basic overview. But on that same vein, I say this to a lot of people. I'm a property inspector and I'm self-employed, right? And so every once in a while, I run into people and they ask me about my job, and I tell them about what it is, and I get paid per house rather than per hour. So, and I just basically I get the list of houses
Mhm.
and I have due dates on those houses. So most of the time I have like a 5 to 7 day window, to complete these orders. So I can actually like schedule things out pretty well. Every once in a while I get short notice stuff, but a lot of times when I get those, I just tell them it's going to be late. So, but what I found was people tell me about they talk to me, they're like, well, you can set your own schedule then, that's pretty awesome. I'm like, yeah, but I did find something that even though I get to set my own schedule, I do have to set my schedule, because if I don't set my schedule sets me. So I get to choose whether I want to be in charge or not, and that's exactly what discipline is. It's you choosing to be in charge of your own life. And so when you live with discipline, when you do things with discipline, and we're gonna dig into this more tomorrow, but you will take charge of your life. Now, sometimes that's scary because then it's like, well, I guess I'd be responsible for the results then too. Yeah, but you kind of are anyway. You get whether you take charge or not, you are responsible for a lot of the results you have. So you might as well take charge and do what you believe to be right. Do what you know is right and continue doing that. But we're going to dig into more of that on how to do that specifically tomorrow. So, Joe, that's
Cool.
what I got.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, like Joe talked about, setting your schedule, it's an important part of discipline. We talked a few weeks ago on time management. And I don't even know if that's going to be in the podcast, but um, it's important. Setting your schedule, being on top of the time that you have is really, really important. So we'll catch up with a little bit more probably tomorrow as we go throughout the rest of our week. So keep that in the back of your mind. This area back here, possibly some up here too, but just
The
be thinking
medulla
about
oblongata.
Medusa. Wait, maybe I got that wrong, but you get the
Wait, that's
idea.
the anger one. That's the anger area, I think.
The medulla or the what?
The medulla oblongata.
Uh, we're angry that we don't know what our brains are sectioned off into. So be
Right.
angry and hit the like button and also subscribe. And if whatever platform you're on, make sure you follow us so you can be up to date with each of our podcasting episodes. We're every day, Monday through Friday,
Hmm.
same time, same place. So come back, enjoy. If you're not on YouTube, go follow Black Static and Swerve on YouTube, and we'll be a part of these live streams. So thanks. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
See you guys.
You guys in chat, stay.
Yay, we win. Monday, boom, done. And we roll right into Tuesday.
Right into
Thank you
Tuesday.
guys. Yes, thank you guys for being with us in the chat and everything. This is cool. Um so all right. I think people are leaving. All right. We'll
We
have
love
fun.
you even if you leave.
Yes, even if
So
you leave,
now,
we'll follow you in our thoughts.
right,
Not in a
exactly,
creepy way.
good way. So we're gonna send Joe now. He is gonna be our new host with the most.
Hmm.
He's gonna take us right into Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes. So what's my tagline? Something about self-discipline, probably.
Yes.
Hmm.
it's this.
This is the hardest part. Like, how do I come up with a cool little one-liner? Like, it's like, let's see. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Self-discipline. Take charge of yourself. It'll be good. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Double Cup of Joe show. I am your host, Joe.
And I'm your other host, Joe.
And it is Tuesday. Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You thought it wasn't Tuesday, but it is, actually. And in fact, you might be listening to this on a day when it's not Tuesday, but for us, we're saying it's Tuesday. But today we're talking about self-discipline. Yesterday we gave a brief overview about what discipline is. This whole week the topic is discipline. And so today we're digging down into how to discipline yourself effectively, how to live that life of, being in charge of yourself. And this is going to be a super awesome topic. I'm really excited to hear what Joe has to say. But before we get into that, we always do our 3-step process. We do it every show, and we do it every day. And you ought to too, even if you don't listen to the show or watch it. You ought to do the 3-step process. But it is step number 1. What are you thankful for? Step number 2. What are you looking forward to? And step number 3. What are you doing today to move your life forward? And I will ask these questions to Joe and also to our live chat. What are you thankful for today?
Yeah, Joe, I am thankful for the no, that's I am thankful for air conditioning. That is very fantastic. It's getting a little warm these summer days. Some people aren't as big a fan of being cool, but I like to be cool. So
you're pretty cool.
I'm really thankful for AC, even if it sometimes causes issues. So
nice. I am thankful for AC as well, especially in my car because I drive a lot. And man, not having AC, have you ever had the AC go out? Yeah, you realize how much you want it when it's gone. Jeff is thankful for clean air to breathe. Raka is thankful that my new video got way more attention than it should have. Nice. That's awesome. And yeah, I almost got a car with no AC. Ooh, yeah, that's tough. That's not all that fun. I mean, you can only go with the windows down for so much, when it's summertime. Although people lived for centuries with no air conditioning. But we just like take it for granted. It's like I can't have something with me. That's crazy. But but at any rate, that's step number 1. What are you thankful for? Step number 2, what are you looking forward to? And I'll ask you again, Joe, what are you looking forward to?
Great question, Joe.
It is a great question. That's because I asked it.
You're so wise. So I'm looking forward to looking around for new jobs. I did officially tell my work today that I would be departing the 28th of August. So
Ooh,
yes,
that's coming right up.
That's soon. That's like a month from when we record this. So I'm excited. I think it's a good thing. It's a nice change of pace, and we're gonna try something new. And if you're out there looking for something new, maybe time to go for it. So anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to today.
Nice. Cameron is thankful for a break from work and also looking forward to the next break from work. Yes, I understand that. Yep. And Raka is looking forward to probably not sleeping because sleep is for the weak. Actually, I'm learning that actually sleep can be pretty cool. I'm still figuring this out. But at any rate, that's step number 2. What are you looking forward to? So now that you're looking in a forward direction, now we can move to step number 3, which is what are you doing today? What action are you taking today that's going to move your life in that direction or forward just in general? So, Joe, what are you doing today?
Today is Tuesday, which of course means that I am I'm actually going to work on winding some stuff down at work, getting things prepared for the persons who come after me. Make sure that their job is not harder than it needs to be. So that's what I'm going to do today.
Nice. They will be very thankful that you did that. And, although they might not notice, but if you didn't do it,
they would notice.
It'd be like the AC thing. Like you don't notice it until it doesn't work anymore, right? Like, but that's awesome. Jeff, to move things forward, is going to do some research on topics for Black Static and Swerve. Raka is going to learn to type using just my nails instead of the fleshy part of my fingers. Ooh, that's going to be extra loud, actually. Did you ever listen to somebody type with their fingernails?
No.
Like ladies with really long fingernails. Did you ever hear that? Like, whoa, how do you do that? That would bother me. Static has played piano like that. Yeah, I believe it. Static P is here in the chat with us, you guys. You should definitely come and join us on the live stream. You'll be able to interact with all the cool people. We've got a nice group of people in here. But that's the 3-step process. What are you thankful for? What are you looking forward to? And what are you doing today to move your life forward? And if you do that every day, your life will take on a whole new perspective. You will be more excited with every day, and you will probably get more done than you ever did before. It's just that powerful. So, but now that we're done with that, we can move into our topic, which is self-discipline, the discipline of yourself, which we talked about yesterday, how much more fun it is to be self-disciplined than to have other people disciplining you, right? So it works out much better. But I'm going to turn it over to Joe and get what he's got to say.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, we're talking about self-discipline. I have historically been real bad at this, so I'm kind of excited for this opportunity of me leaving my job to look at what that means. What does it actually mean to be self-disciplined? Because I, for a long time, have gone, oh, I'm done with this job. I'm gonna hop right into the next one, right into the next one, right into the next one, which meant life was just disciplining me. As we talked about on this show, you want to be disciplining yourself. And however it comes about, learn to do that. Learn what it means to be self-disciplined. So that you can keep track of what you need to do. We're talking about being good, doing good things. Not just being self-disciplined so that you always get up and get ready and do what you need to do, but also that you're doing the right things. Because that is really, really important as well. So, what I encourage you to do as we're going through this week of self-discipline, well, actually just discipline, but I'm talking about self-discipline right now. As we go through this week, consider for yourself, what does it mean? Like, what are the good things I need to build into my life right now? Not what do I need to build in tomorrow? What do you need to build in right now? And how do you do it? Because I've found, especially for myself, it's when I don't think about it at all. I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. That's when I don't self-discipline. I try to back away and just kind of bury my head in the sand. Like, I don't have to deal with this right now. But deal with it right now. That's part of the self-discipline thing, is dealing with the problems that are right in front of you at the moment and not overlooking. So I encourage you, as you're going about your first day here of how do I discipline myself, take a look at the problems that are right in front of you. That's going to be a pretty good idea of, hey, this is what I need to tackle first. So with that, I'm going to kick it over to Joe. He can give us his brilliant wisdom. Joe?
Well, I don't know if I have much brilliant wisdom, But at the same time, I love what you were getting at. That how great it is once you set yourself up to be disciplined. Rather than just trying to be that way, if you can kind of do a little bit of preparation beforehand and actually kind of plan out, okay, what are the things I need to do? And then you can attack them, and it's much, much easier. Here's the thing: the battle for discipline happens before the event. We talked a little bit about this on a recent Don't Worry Wednesday, where Static P and I, went through some of this stuff. But we were talking about, in this case, getting distracted. One of the things that is super important if you're going to be disciplined is avoiding distraction. So, because then you can stay focused on what you need to do. That is a form of discipline. But the battle for those things happens before the task happens or before the event happens. It always happens in your mind first. So when you think, okay, I've got something to do, well, maybe I don't really want to. Okay, well, but I need to do it. And then, you ever go back and forth like this before? I do all the time. And then finally, I just have to like make myself do it sometimes. But that battle happens before the event. So actually doing the thing you're disciplined in, you find out it's really not that hard and it's not that big of a deal. We just make it a big deal in our mind. So doing the right thing is not necessarily hard, and it's not necessarily complicated, and it's not necessarily always a big deal. We just think it is before we get into it. But then once we actually start doing it, it's not that big a deal. And what you'll find is as you live this way, and we're going to get into this a little bit more on Thursday, what your life looks like as a result. But moving with discipline, it's way, way more fun than not. Like when you live this way, things happen, you get things done, your confidence goes up, all kinds of great things happen in your life. And when you don't live with self-discipline, you just kind of everything kind of gets blah de blah. But another thing that I learned about this is that anytime I let my discipline slide, it always slides way farther than I planned on letting it slide. Like I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat this little bag of chips. Well, that turns into 3 bags of chips. It always goes a little further. So that's another reason. I'm sure that you notice this in yourself as well. But as long as you continually stay on top of things, you will find yourself not sliding back. And when you do, here's the thing: if you do fall off the wagon or you do the wrong thing or whatever, you fail to do the right thing, all you have to do is dust yourself off, forgive yourself, and try again. Offer that grace to yourself. You are a work in progress. So you're not going to be perfect at this all the time, but just try again and continually try again. And as you try, you'll see great things happen. So, Joe, what else you got?
Yeah, I think we're all learning. We're all definitely getting a little bit better at everything as we go. And I hope to encourage you a little bit, anyone out there listening, that as you're going throughout your day, you're getting better at things. It doesn't always seem like it, but day by day, you get better at the things that you. I want to encourage you to just wherever you're at, take a quick second and look back to where you started. Maybe you've been doing what you've been doing for years. But what was it like when you began? Because a lot of us forget. And that's really, really, I think what Joe was talking about, getting in that backsliding, is a lot of just forget. It's not malicious. It's not like you're actively trying to miss some things or mess some things up. You forget. We're human. We err. So the key with self-discipline is letting that be as short as possible. When you screw up, not to backslide as far as you could. Really just shorten that time up so that you're not spending a bunch of time redoing what you've done. I think Joe put it really well a few weeks ago. He was talking about, um, laundry, doing his laundry,
Mm.
and how that always seems like a chore that isn't really his thing. But he got to thinking about it and thought, it really doesn't actually take that long. And he's right. I was doing laundry this week and I'm like, again, it seems like a never-ending task. It's like mowing the lawn. It comes back all the time. Like, why am I doing this? And there are reasons. So, but when you really think about it and get down to it, it doesn't take as long as you think. You just have to go for it. You have to take that first step. Say, you know what, I'm doing this. That's part of self-discipline. It's saying, you know what, I'm not gonna keep worrying about this. I'm not gonna keep overthinking this. I'm gonna take a step today. Something cool, something good in my life. That's what self-discipline looks like. So take that first step today, wherever it is, whatever direction you're going. Take your first step. Self-discipline. Go.
Yep. No, I love that. I love that because as you every little step you take is a step toward a better life. Every self-disciplined step. And what I would encourage you to do is take one area of your life and take the easiest one that you think it's going to be self-disciplined. Take that one area and work on it because here's what happens. As you become disciplined in one area of your life, you automatically start to become more disciplined in all areas. So only focus on one area and take the easy one because what that's going to do is strengthen you for all the other areas that will follow. It'll be really cool. So thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you so much. And I'll tell you, tomorrow we're going to be talking about discipline as it pertains to other people. I don't know if we're going to get into how to discipline other people or not, but who knows? But we'll see what comes out tomorrow. So come back and see us. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you can know when we go live. We record these live and we have a great time with the people in the chat. We've got a great group here with us. So thank you guys so much for being here. And we will see you next time on Double Cup of Joe Show. See you tomorrow.
Adios.
Yeah.
2 days down. Or
That was
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Beautiful. Jono, welcome.
Welcome. Welcome, Jono. Welcome, Psychic. Yes, it's going great.
Yes. Raka. Yeah,
How are
like you
you?
have room to tell people to go to sleep. Hmm. 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 Oh, you guys. It's great. It's great to have you guys here. It's great to hear you guys.
Hmm.
Or at least read what you guys have to say. We love having you be a part of the show. It's a lot of fun. It definitely makes for an exciting live recording of the show. Hang out with us. We will be here for 3 more days. Well, okay, we're going to record 3 more, but we will be here for a while. So keep on hanging out with us. We are on to Wednesday. It is Don't Worry Wednesday, Double Cup of Joe edition. So
That one. So are we gonna do discipline with others, or are we gonna how are we gonna do this one?
No, it's whatever you make it, Joe.
Whatever I'm. Oh,
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about.
all right.
So I'm just gonna like loft it up there and then just take a swing.
Okay.
And if you strike out, that's fine. And if you hit home run, it's even better. So, all right. 3, 2, 1. Discipline. Keep yourself in line with others. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Double Cup of Joe show. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm the other Joe.
And today we're going to get your mind focused in the right direction. We are discussing discipline, specifically discipline as it relates to how you interact with other people. And this covers a plethora of topics. I don't know if we'll get through it all today, But we are definitely going to try, and we're really moving on tomorrow. So we're definitely getting through it today, whether or not we feel like we got through it. So we're glad you're here with us. We are going to jump right into our 3-step routine because that's what we got to do. It's 3 steps. It's quick. It's an easy way to start your day off right. So I've got Joe over here. He's going to have answers for us, and they're always good. Joe has not failed me yet,
Hopefully not.
hopefully. So,
Well, we'll see if we can remedy that today.
thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and start with number 1 before you attempt to do remedying, and let's hear what you have that you're thankful for. So, Joe, what are you thankful for?
That's a really good question. There's so much to be thankful for, and sometimes it's the simple things. Like, I'm thankful that gas is still cheap. And now maybe by the time this airs, it's not cheap anymore. But right now, it's still cheap. Because I remember not long ago, gas was like almost $4 a gallon. Now, I know that's in the US. I know some of you guys around the world, it's like, $6 a liter or something like that, like it's crazy expensive. But at any rate, with all the quarantine stuff, people aren't driving as much, and so gas prices have stayed relatively low. So I'm really thankful that's not hurting my pocketbook so much.
Mm-hmm. That's good stuff. Yeah. Not any kind of limited damage to the pocketbook is usually.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the chat today, we've got Jeff, who's thankful for the BSS founders and the community. We are really thankful for you guys. Appreciate you being a part of what we have, and we hope that you continue to be a part of it as we do some really amazing things coming up. So stick around, get involved in the community, great things together. Raka is very thankful for their ability to occasionally use logic. That's better than never. So,
Yeah.
and then we've got Mr. Taylor, who Jonah recognized that I am Joe. This is just 2 different camera angles. That the left side of the screen is camera angle A, and the other side of the screen is camera angle B, and he figured it out. How did he know that this is just one person doing this entire show? Brilliant. They caught us. I mean, me.
How did they catch you?
I don't know.
I mean, me. How did they catch me?
Anyway, so come to the live streams. They're a lot of fun, and we hope that you get to be a part of our community as well. So thanks for that, Jeff. We're going on to step number 2, which is, of course, what are you looking forward to? Go.
I'm looking forward to the day when I don't have to drive so much, which means I won't be a property inspector anymore, which means I'll be doing this kind of stuff full time, which is like making videos, making podcasts, writing music, producing other music, working on Kickstarter campaigns, doing all that kind of great, awesome stuff that we do at Black Static and Swerve. And yeah, that's going to be great because then I won't have to worry about filling my gas up filling my tank up with gas.
You
A
have
bunch there.
tank?
My gas
Is that
tank.
the new car? Oh.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
I see. Yeah. That'd be great to do property inspections in a tank. Boy, that'd be inconspicuous.
Nobody's gonna come out and bug you though.
They probably won't. I just turn it to the side. Wow. It would take a lot longer though, I bet. I don't think they go all that fast.
I don't know, the new ones. They drive pretty quick, but man, your gas bill is gonna go. So maybe you don't want to drive a tank.
It would. Yeah. Okay. No. Ixnay on the ank day.
Ooh, secret stuff. Jonah says they're thankful for their parents who can help them learn to drive, and they're looking forward to being able to drive. So yeah, driving, it's a responsibility and it's really fun. So responsibilities can be fun. Saul looks forward to the Friday evening car show. car show. I would look forward to that as well because
Ooh.
it's Friday. Why not? You know? Rack is looking forward to being more disciplined. We are too. We are too. So,
Hmm.
with that, we're going to roll right on to step number. It's the final step. End of our journey. Steps. And it's, of course, the action step. It's what you have to do today to move your life forward. So, Joe, what are you going to do?
Well, today, okay, I'm not gonna be a part of the whole car and gas tank driving part anymore for what I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
do.
That's good.
I'm not gonna drive a tank around.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna exercise.
Oh,
That'll be good.
that will be good. I
Mhm.
You say this a lot, and like it's almost like eventually you're gonna convince me.
What, to
Um,
exercise?
yeah, no, you have
I
convinced me. But so there's
You must convince you is the thing. Like
that's true. Well, what we're talking about today is being disciplined with others, and I think
Hmm.
this kind of segues great into that. If you can be disciplined, that really affects the people around you. So, why don't we get right into that? And Joe is gonna kick us off because he's the one who's here. So, Joe, go ahead.
Well, this is an interesting topic, discipline as it pertains to dealing with other people. It really still comes down to discipline with yourself. Because really the best way to, affect the people around you is to do that by example.
Hmm.
And so really they always say, in leadership, example isn't like the main thing, it's like the only thing, right? It's the only thing that matters because people watch what you do. I have two little kids. They don't listen to anything I say. They're just always watching what I do. And I remember there was I remember learning some stuff about leadership and is leading a team and say people will do 50% of the things that you do right. So as you're leading a group of people or as you're dealing with a group of people, and they're watching you, they're watching your example, they'll probably duplicate the right things you do about 50% of the time. But all the things you do wrong, 100%. 100% duplication. And it's true because we kind of have this sense of right and wrong. But doing the right thing can seem difficult to us. Really, it's just a decision. It's just a decision in your mind. Do I want to do the right thing or not do the right thing? But then comes the element that's essential. And we haven't talked about this at all yet this week, but it is so important as it deals with other people. And the quintessential element in discipline is courage. You have got to be courageous because sometimes doing the right thing hurt. I talked about exercising today. I fully expect it to be painful because I always look at it like, okay, if I'm going to exercise, if I'm going to actually try and get some good results from exercise, I'm going to push myself to my limits. And that's going to hurt. And you know what? It, even though yeah, well, that stinks. At the end of it, you feel stronger, you feel more confident, you feel like you accomplished something. It's wonderful. The things that happen within you, and as you grow as a person, when you act with courage, even in the face of something that's going to be painful or difficult, you grow in your own esteem. And as you see yourself, other people will also see you that same way. So if you highly esteem yourself, then others will follow suit. If you think of yourself as, I'm not all that great of a person, other people will think that same thing. And so, really, as you are affecting other people and as you're dealing with other people, the primary thing is you disciplining you and letting others follow suit. That's really, really the case. So really, I mean, it's almost kind of like day 2 on self-discipline. We talked about self-discipline yesterday. So really, discipline around other people is really still self-discipline. So with that, Joe, what do you got?
Yeah, Joe, you, you got it right. Really, the things would, in theory, discipline others. That's normal. I'm actually going to try and talk about it. Disciplining your friend, not in like the way we normally think of discipline, punishment. Hey, we're um, about our day. Bad smack. That's what we. Um, I'm thinking discipline your. This idea that concerted amount of time investing in that is discipline them. And what this discipline of others takes them is time. That we talk about a lot on the show. I had an entire segment on time management. Time is one of the assets you have at your disposal. The things that you can use greatest effect, friends, enemies. Hurt you, help you. Friend who's dealing with some difficult, friend who best is spend time there, time with them. Joe talked about setting the one. You have to be disciplined yourself. That you're not setting a bad example. Set a bad example, they're gonna copy you. Joe said. Set a
Mm-hmm.
good example, it's 50. You got to set an example consistently. So I want to encourage as you're going about whatever day you've got planned, friends, trying to discipline, trying to uplift people, spend time with. Be the person that you want them to be. That is really going to lift them and you up a lot farther than not. Um, really, I think talking about courage. Uh, Self discipline is great and all. Not taking that, if you're not using self discipline in all of your life, whether you're on your own, just when you're by yourself, that's not really that helpful discipline. Great, able to do this a ton, but how did you manage to deal with certain temptations? It's a really easy to not eat cake when you know how to make cake in a bakery. It's super easy.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're disciplined when you don't eat cake? Not really. It means that you know, able to by talking about diligent hard work, be able to say, I see that cake, it's right there, I could have it, and I'm getting that. I pick on cake. You guys can eat cake, but it's an easy. So,
Mm-hmm.
that being said, I'm gonna kick it back. Got kinds of discipline.
My favorite cake is Minecraft cake, and
Minecraft cake.
the noise that it makes when you eat it. It's hilarious.
What?
It's like this burp sound every time you take a bite of the cake in Minecraft. It's awesome.
Oh no! What decibel threshold?
I don't know. Something is weird and funky with your mic on the live stream apparently.
Oh
Um,
no!
but I did see a question in the chat. Jono asked about the workout that I do. Actually, there have been a lot of different workouts that I've done. I've spent money on different workout programs. I try and work out just at home, and I have very limited equipment. So so I always try to find something that's mostly body weight, but I also don't have very much time because I have a full-time inspections job, plus I make podcasts and do all the stuff at Black Static and Swerve. So I'm pretty busy. So I don't have a whole lot of extra time. So everything that I do is high interval or high intensity interval training, HIIT, or called HIT. And recently I stumbled across a guy. His YouTube channel is Next Workout. It's a guy named Igor Voitenko, and he has a few different workout programs. And boy, they don't take very long, but they sure do challenge you. But the cool thing is no matter where you're at, if you're a beginner, you can do this. And it's easily scalable to an advanced level. The exercises are the same, but because you're only using your body, that it can challenge you at any level. And so it's good for beginners and it's good for advanced. But anyway, I always like them to be short and really hard because I want to be done with it quickly, but I also want results. So that's the kind of workout strategy that I have. Plus, I do martial arts with my kids, which is awesome. But at any rate, yeah, I love what you were talking about, Joe. And really, really, I mean, courage is so important because as you're dealing with other people, you're going to be influenced by them. And sometimes if you're like me, there are times when I've been around people and their influence wasn't always that great. They were influencing me in a direction that was going to be harmful to me or at least lead me away from my goals, and or maybe encourage me to be lazy, all kinds of different things, right? And so to have that courage with other people to stand up for the right thing, that's going to go so far. Because even though they might make fun of you in the moment, you will make an impact on them. Make no mistake about it. Even if they're trying to get you to be lazy and you're like, no, I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to go do what I'm supposed to do. And they're like, oh, you're a kiss up or you whatever, blah, 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 right? But you will be seen as a person of character and integrity. And in their mind, they will hold you in high esteem because they know that you're the type of person who does the right thing, even when they were trying to pressure you to do the wrong thing. Now, to get them to admit it to you, that's another story. But inside their mind, they will see you. They will think of you in high regard. So, anyway, that's about all I have on this topic. So, Joe, take us away.
So, yeah, guys, really. So, and discipline doesn't hitting or striking or kids. I hang out with my friends, certain language. I just say language. That's it. Say.
The word language.
Yeah, just the word language.
Like you don't start speaking another language.
No, nope. Start
Okay,
speaking.
that's good.
Be a little confused. I think they would be concerned for that. So yeah, I say, it's not fight them on whatever they say or whatever, but for talk to her like don't want to actually use appreciate having something. Have to go out of your way to trying to discipline people. Lots of lots of people have things they don't want to do already. Help them along. So thanks for being here. We are going to discipline you by reminding you that smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Ring the notification bell. You can be here for our live streams on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Like, Stack, and Swerve. Part of it's wonderful. Really appreciate you guys being. Really appreciate being a part of this wonderful. Go ahead, stop on by. If you haven't already, go to bss.studio. Share All Friday topics. We need topics. Give us your topics now.
Otherwise, we'll just start inventing our own, and that's scary.
Yeah. seen the things inside Joe's head.
I've seen those things.
Yeah.
I'm scared of those things. Yes. I'm glad there's confession.
Yep. Me too. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping out. We will see you again tomorrow.
You guys. Wednesday's done. All right.
Scared of brain matter and sinuses. Sinus.
Sinuses. Synapses.
Synapses. Orphan dock workers sometimes suffer from pressure. Jeff was watching our pun video. Everybody, if you haven't, is it coming out tomorrow?
Tomorrow
All
is the
right,
pun
guys,
one.
if you haven't been watching our podcast, tomorrow is a podcast where we talk about pun.
Yep. Tomorrow's the punny one.
Best podcast you will ever have. So
I didn't contribute a whole lot.
we had fun. Well, I had fun.
Because you are the punny guy. I am like the not. The non-punny. Yes. So what's next? Okay, the fruits of discipline.
Fruits, strawberries, blackberries, or maybe something else. Might be dealing with something completely different.
There we go. That's our tagline. What you just did. Strawberries, blackberries.
Oh no,
The fruits.
the fruits. So too bad.
Yes. I know, right? Okay.
Rip.
All right, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Let's do Thursday. All right. Today on Double Cup of Joe Show, we will be talking about what happens in your life as you live with discipline. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Double Cup of Joe Show. I am your host, Joe.
And I am your other Joe.
And today we are wrapping up our topic of discipline. We've been talking about this all week, and today is the last day. And we like to do, what does your life look like as you live with this particular thing? And this week it's discipline. So this is going to be a really fun day. But before we get into that, we are going to do our 3-step process, which is what we do every day on this show. And so step number 1 is, what are you thankful for? And I'm going to ask Joe, and I'm going to ask our live stream chat members, what are you guys thankful for today?
Oh, yeah. What am I thankful for?
You too. Yeah, Joe, go ahead.
Great question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
Yeah. So I am thankful for the power of editing. So we made this joke a lot when we recorded these very early on. First group of non-live stream Double Cup of Joke. That we were always thankful for the power of editing because, man, we screwed up a lot. But it's getting better. We're getting better. So I'm thankful for the power of editing and the powerful people we have that do. You guys are amazing. So
thank you. I do some editing. I don't edit very much of this though, because it's kind of funny. Like, so these things end up in the show, where it's like, oh yeah, let's edit that out, but that still makes it in there. It's kind of fun. But anyway, but that's step number 1. Jeff is thankful for fruit. And Static P is also thankful for fruits. Raka is thankful for Jeff welcoming everyone. Yes. Thank you, Jeff, for welcoming everyone. But that's step number 1. What are you thankful for? Step number 2, what are you looking forward to? So, Joe and everyone else, what are you looking forward to today?
Currently looking forward to my. Oh,
it's right there.
Yes, it's right in front of me.
It's right there.
I'm really looking forward to eventuality of mentioned it before. We mentioned on the show a lot of having a studio. Case in a studio right now. not surprise. Dang it, I spoiled the magic. But we're not in
We
a
are
studio.
quarantined.
Quarantined. We are.
Yeah. And even if we weren't, we still wouldn't have a studio right now.
But we will. We will one day have
Yes.
a wonderful place where we can have a cup of Joe, as it were, and then down and have these talks with you. Love, hopefully, advising you, giving you things to think about. Okay. I'm looking forward to the day that we're able to sit down together, um, breathe the same air safely,
Oh,
have these talks.
yeah. This is pretty interesting because I still have never met you in person. It's amazing.
It's funny 'cause it's true. It's true.
Yep, I've never met Joe in person. We've never shook hands ever. Just always been on screen. It's great. Um, Jeff Jeff is looking forward to editing things for Word and BSS. Jeff is the guy who edits our podcast for this show, and he makes us sound so smart. You should find us on Spotify or Stitcher or iTunes, and more will be added to that list. But right now, as I speak, it's iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher. You can find this show, as well as Transistor.fm. Um, but yeah, Jeff makes us sound so smart. He cuts out all the ums and the ahs and all that fun stuff. I usually leave all that stuff in on the videos because I like us to look dumb, I guess. Um, but Static P is looking forward to making some headway on some music. Yes, those of you who have experienced the music of Static P, you know what he's talking about, and you would be excited too. If you haven't experienced that, you should go over to his YouTube channel and check out his stuff. Pretty awesome. Raka is looking forward to being able to replicate music as I hear it in my head because I'm too bad to be good at that. So, like when you hear something, oh, I see what you're saying. So, like you write a song and you think it, and then to be able to actually transmit that into the physical universe. Yes, I understand. Hopefully, I'm right. Well, maybe I don't understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, Cameron is looking forward to them stopping the lockdown. Yep, that would be a great thing when we can all actually congregate together and not have to wear masks. Um, that will be pretty awesome. But oh, Raka must correct me. Well, oh, I am correct.
There
Nice.
you go.
This is the kind of fun we have on the live stream. So if you're not at the live streams, you should hit the notification bell so you will be notified when we go live. Or you can also click the community button at the top of our channel, and you'll see. Hopefully, it's updated at this point when our next live recording session is. But anyway, welcome, Haley. Uh, but let's see. All right, so that's step number 2. What are you looking forward to? Step number 3 is what are you doing today? What action are you taking today to move your life forward? And I will ask Joe and I will ask everyone in the chat, what are you doing today?
Question. It's Thursday. I'm recording this show. That's what I'm
You
gonna
are.
do. We are. Right now with Thursdays kind of work best for us. That's always subject to change. So that's why we recommend you hit the notification bell. Subject to change, we will schedule. But like we said, we don't have a studio. We have set up as like them to because jobs. So our schedules. We appreciate you guys being here. I today going to.
Nice. I'm going to do that too.
Good.
In fact, I'm doing it.
That would be we're actively doing it on
This
Thursday.
is good.
This
Yeah,
is great.
we're on track, man. We're making it. This is good. Jeff is going to work to apply focus, time management, and discipline. Yes, these were our past few weeks of shows. What we were talking about. Actually, time management at this point it has not hit. That's actually coming out uh, next, the week prior to the one we're. This is so confusing. I'm gonna just stop talking. But anyway,
Time
yes,
travel.
this is funny because yeah, this week our live stream time changed. We normally would do them on Tuesdays, but we switched it to Thursdays for probably the next few weeks. Is that right, Joe?
Yeah. I've got
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So yeah, so they're moving to Thursday. But we didn't tell Jeff. Uh Jeff Jeff is our integrator, which means he's kind of like the guy who keeps track of everybody and what we're doing and all of our stuff and everything. Like so like he's the guy to tell if we're gonna be changing something. And all of a sudden, like we get a text message from Jeff. So I've been sitting here by myself for a half an hour. Did I miss something? And we're like, oh no. Sorry, Jeff. Oh, we love you. But anyway.
I'm thankful for how patient Jeff is.
Yes, me too. Me too. But that's the three-step process. What are you looking or what are you thankful for? What are you looking forward to? And what are you going to do today to move your life forward? And if you don't do those three steps every day, you'll change your life. It'll be amazing. So, with that, let's get right into our topic, the fruits of discipline. What does your life look like when you live with discipline? And I'm going to ask Joe, and he's going to kick us off. Joe, what you got?
Yeah, I get to kick us off. Kick. Um, yeah, discipline.
I've been successfully kicked off.
Yes. Yeah. Good. I could do that. One of the things about being a producer, I'm glad that I'm doing the talking. I don't think I could do the other messing with people. So, yeah, discipline has a lot of fruits. It's about our show. Is we try to have it set up because mind is as you work on the same thing, part of learn subset of learn is the way that you so us we get to better each time. Starting to see live stream. I could honestly tell you that first started running. I don't think I could have done that. We actively now actively live stream at the same time. It's wonderful, great thing. Part of hey, this work out well. Time we ran. No, we talked about self discipline a couple of times. Programs disciplined us. The,
Mm-hmm.
the software and the cameras else that we had did the disciplining for us. We didn't need any kind of extra discipline. Else programs everything, and it's a good thing. It doesn't feel like it in the moment. I tell you, frustrating, but
Yes. It gets frustrating at the editing stage too when you got to deal with all that. It's frustrating times two,
Joe got to
twice.
be happened, then got to be results of what happened. So twice as much frustration.
Yes.
But that's why it's important. That's why it's important. Talk about it's good. Now we're talking about end. When you've been through it, things get easy. Life doesn't get more difficult. Joe will often talk about challenge get a little difficult, but life actually dealt with challenges successful. Difficult to achieve having that self discipline, knowledge in the that you have, and it also um, is skills. Me, that might be golf and accounting. That on the show. Accountant,
Hmm.
golf pro, spent thousands and thousands of hours on both discipline.
Yes.
I'm now be good at those things. Joe, housing inspector. Not for a long time. That man can inspect houses. I don't actually
And I
know
can do it discreetly.
get them housing inspecting skills.
Hmm.
I don't know about because I'm not the housing inspector, but Joe could tell you.
Yes. Jeff has given the breakdown of the disciplines of fruit rather than the fruits of discipline. The discipline of fruit is buy fruits, let them get ripe, eat them, don't let them spoil. Those are the disciplines of fruit. Ha. So, but we're talking about the fruits of discipline, which is kind of the other. But at any rate, Joe is right. After you do something for 8 years on a daily basis, you get pretty good at it. And yeah, I've been a property inspector that long. And so here's the key. When you're a property inspector for the mortgage companies, the goal is you're really mainly just checking if a house is occupied. And most of the houses are occupied. So somebody's going to be living there. And the goal is for you to do the inspection without being noticed. So you got to take some pictures of the house and some indicators of occupancy, like a car or decoration, furniture, or something on their porch. You're not going up to the house, but the goal is to get in and out of there without being noticed. Because if they come out and talk to you, it takes forever. They might be mean to you, and that stinks. But most of the time, they're just going to ask you a whole bunch of questions that you don't have answers to. And so the whole idea is, okay, how quickly can I be gone with my photos and not be noticed? And you learn some tricks. So routinely, there are people out doing yard work. And I will do an inspection on their house, and not even they'll be in their front yard cutting their lawn. And with timing and placement of where I am in my car, gone. I had a client one time. I was kind of talking to him about this certain app we were using, and he was like, um, I know, Joe, I know you want to be gone. You want to not be in front of the house more than a minute. And I was like, dude, I want to be gone in 10 seconds. Because the longer I sit there, the more likely it is they're going to come out and make me sit there longer. And I get paid per house, not per hour. So the longer I sit there, the less money I make per hour.
Yep.
So I want my hourly rate to go up. So anyway, but that one of the fruits of discipline, when you do something time and time again and you get good at it, well, that's the fruit. You get good at it. Like, look up on YouTube Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks. It exists. Look it up. Yep. And that is the fruit. Like, he's Bruce Lee, man. He is a very good martial artist. But that is one of the fruits of discipline. As you discipline yourself to do something again and again and again, you get good at it. It's awesome. But so anyway, other fruits are you end up with the confidence to do more things. As Joe was talking about, as we solve problems, we graduate to bigger, harder problems. But also, as you solve those problems, you gain the confidence where you're like, okay, I handled a problem like this, similar to this before. I can do this again. It's no big deal. We're going to make it through. And that's one of the biggest fruits that I've found of being disciplined and practicing and doing things again and again is that you kind of get this overall feeling of peace where it's like, you know what? Life's going to go on. This is going to end somehow. We're going to make it through this somehow. And you just end up with that confidence. I remember a guy who was a leadership speaker, but he had been an auto mechanic for a long time. And he used this principle where he was like, okay, when I was an auto mechanic, what I would do, there would be times when I would be absolutely stumped by this problem with this vehicle, and I could not figure out how to fix it. And eventually, I'd take a break, and I'd step back away from it, and I would remind myself of this. Okay, this repair ends the same way every repair. The person comes and gets their car. So when you remember that, hey, this is going to be okay, it's going to end, we're going to get through it, you can have that peace. And then so then when things hit you, you're not all jacked out of shape because you're freaking out about what might be going wrong. So anyway, that's what I had along that same vein. Joe, what else you got?
Yeah, I mean it's, and I don't want you to worry about like that. Oh, you have discipline. Unless you're like Zen master who deal with issues all the time and just like, oh shit.
Hmm.
It's okay. You're gonna have times when that's not the case. Do we want to achieve that place where we're at peace with all of the different lives? Absolutely. That is one of the fruits of discipline. Continue to work, can get to that kind of a place. It's one of the objectives. I highly encourage you to just be disciplined, seeking, acting. It's pretty much the virtues that we talked about. Patience is one. Kindness, the fruits. Peace, but I don't think virtues generally speaking developed generally developed
But I like doing whatever I want.
Yeah, well, I mean, just kidding. But yeah, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen naturally. I urge you that as you work on whatever, that you realize, hey, I am gonna come out of this with stuff, skills, knowledge, maybe even a ton of money. I don't know. Possibility. Fruits of discipline are far-reaching, cover many different types. If you think, hey, I've got this thing that I really need to work on and lots of time and effort doing it. Here's the benefits of it. That's also a benefit of discipline. That's all I got. Thanks for part of the show, being disciplined enough to be with us for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I think probably one of the biggest fruits of discipline is your success. We touched on this on Monday that, the requirement for success in any field is discipline. And so whatever you decide you want to do, and you get to decide what you want, you know, like I always think it's funny, like people say they want to do whatever they want, but you get to actually pick what you want. You know that? You
I've
can
wanted to do
decide,
that for a while.
I want to want this. Like, okay, now we're gonna you could just like put a want in front of it. I want this. Like, okay.
I want to.
Yeah, exactly. But your success is tied to how disciplined you are. You want to be ripped? You want to be stacked like Igor Voitenko?
Act.
He's disciplined. Exceptionally disciplined, and he has been for years. Bruce Lee, you want to be a great martial artist like Bruce Lee? You be disciplined. Yep. You want to be wealthy in business? You be disciplined in that. It just goes with it. So the more you learn discipline, the more your chances of success are going to keep going up and up and up. And we want you guys to be successful in whatever you decide you want to do. We thank you so much for being here, and we encourage you, if you're not here on the live stream with us, then you should be. It's a lot of fun. We got a great group of people in the chat. You know, people are talking and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So you guys should definitely join us. And so you should definitely subscribe and hit the bell, I think. Is that the YouTube 3-step process?
Yep.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Yeah, 3 steps. Okay, perfect. So, but then tomorrow we have Free for All Friday. What's tomorrow about, Joe?
Tomorrow we're talking about who knows less.
Who knows less?
Is it a person who knows nothing about a topic, or both know nothing about a topic?
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
It might be a really short show because we don't know. So anyway, come back and see the shortest show in Double Cup of Joe history. Tomorrow's Free for All Friday. Until then, you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.
All right. Thursday's done. Hold on a second. I got to make sure my phone didn't stop. It is still going. Look at that.
Probably good. My recording is recording.
Let's see.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun.
See if I'm still recording when I do all this stuff. It's weird, like, oh, now it says my device is hot.
Device is hot.
Yes.
Hot. What does that mean?
Huh?
Oh no.
What?
What does it mean if your device is hot?
It says video quality may be affected.
Oh. You are quality.
Something.
Yep. Quality something coming right from
Quality.
Joe.
Yeah, baby. Make some adjustments here. Get this back in place. All right, good to go. Ready for Free for All Friday?
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's do it, shall we?
Yes, we shall do the thing. 3, 2, 1. It's the Double Cup of Joe show, and it's free for all. Hey everybody, welcome to the Double Cup of Joe show. I'm your host Joe.
And I'm your host, Joe.
And together we're here to get your day going off right. You are here for free. There's no cost to you for this show. If somebody is billing you for this show, let us know. We'll go find them and get you your money back. So it's Free for All Friday. We're talking about specifically who knows less. One person who knows nothing, or 2 people who also know nothing. Very intriguing, thought-provoking topic.
Or is it neither?
And it's really silly. That's what we do here on the Double Cup. But before we do that, we're disciplined. We were disciplined this week. We did the same thing every single day. That means that right now we are going to do our 3-step process. It's a process with 3 steps.
3.
Ask yourself questions.
Uno, dos, tres.
Answer me these questions 3.
Un, dos,
What is your quest? Wait, no, shoot. I'm already getting it wrong, but it's what are you thankful for? What are you looking forward to? And what are you going to do today? 3 very simple, very powerful questions that you can use to get your day moving in the direction you want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, I am going to kick it over to other Joe, who's going to tell us what he is thankful for.
You know, I'm thankful for my pillow and my blankets. And I know, right after the morning, it's like, I want to get out of this. But I'm thankful that they were there for while I was sleeping. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Nice. Got Jeff. Thankful for Fridays.
Mm.
We are thankful for Fridays too. They're the funnest, fantasticest Fridays for all.
They're the Fridayest.
Fridayest. Cool.
Eh.
Yeah, what are you thankful for? Think about it. Write it down. Think about it some more. Get your day started in a happy mood. Move to step number 2. That is, of course, where you going to today. Or to, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Step
ahead of
number
myself.
2.
I'm looking forward to step number 3 right now. It's like,
Yes, you are.
So,
good.
I'm going to kick it over to Joe, who actually knows what question I'm trying to ask, which is what is he looking for? Joe, take it away, please.
Yeah, happy to. I am looking forward to using said pillow and blankets when I go to bed. It's gonna be nice.
Wow. I'm sensing a pattern here. Let's see if it filters out. Jeff is looking forward to a summer weekend. Summer, let's go. And Cameron Bennett is thankful for power banks, so they can keep watching. We are thankful that you can keep watching, also for banks of power. So that leads to the final step. It's step number 3. Of course, what are you going to do today? Life forward.
I'm gonna use my pillow and blanket.
Yes! There it is. The trifecta.
I'm going to bed today. And that's actually going to move me forward because I have learned that sleep is actually important. I thought I could just drink coffee and that would be fine. But I did learn that actually sleep is good for you and healthy for you and actually helps you in your goals. So I
Nice.
encourage you also to sleep.
Yeah.
It's true.
Go. Yeah, resting is. We encourage you to do that. We encourage you to take the time to rest.
Yes. Cameron in the chat says that is one big cup. You are right. This is a very big cup. I can fill this cup once and do 5 episodes with 1 cup.
Oh.
Whoa. I don't know how many ounces it is. It's a lot. And I'm not going to look at the bottom because I would dump it if I did that.
I've done that.
Huh?
Well, I didn't ever claim that I was smart. But anyway, that's our 3-step process. We've got Jeff here is going to try and accomplish as many things on his assignments list possible to maximize the weekend. Yes, maximize the weekend. To make it the maximist. Maximum?
Yes.
Make it awesome. So
The maximist or maximumist.
Yep.
That's the free for all Friday topic next week. What is the proper word for maximumist?
Maximumist.
Probably just maximum because that's like the est, right?
Just maximum. Talk about words. Who knows?
We're
Hey,
talking
if
about
you
something.
want us to have a free for all Friday topic where we're not stumbling all over ourselves, post in the chat. Love to have your topics to talk about. Love having you here as part of the live stream. Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit that bell so you can be notified when we go live and be part of our live streams. Part of this show. Really, really fun every single time we get together. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into our Free for All Friday topic. Knows less. Person who knows nothing about a topic. Two people who know nothing about a topic. Two people who know nothing about a topic are about to talk about a topic for you. Without further ado, Joe, take it away.
I'm wondering how I got stuck talking about this. It was your topic.
All part of my nefarious scheme.
I see. That's very interesting. So here's how the topic actually reads. It says, in a battle between one person who doesn't know what they're talking about and two people who don't know what they're talking about, who knows less? But I'm wondering about, where's the battle? Like, what are they battling with swords?
Battle of wits.
Oh, it's a battle of wits. Okay. Interesting. So, in a battle between one person who doesn't know what they're talking about and two people who don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so on this side, you have one person who does not know what they're talking about.
Correct.
And on this side, you have two people who don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
Right? Okay, I'm just making sure I have the right idea here. Okay.
You assume I know what I'm talking about.
So are they talking to each other?
Yes.
And they don't know what they're talking about. Then wouldn't it be equal? If everybody doesn't know what they're talking about, the net is 0. But you have to ask yourself, how educated is this person in other things? Like, okay, so is it that they have to know stuff about that topic, or can they know stuff about other topics?
I don't know. This is a philosophical
This is
question.
all right. I
you
get
just
you.
take
I
it
get you.
wherever you
Let's,
want to
you know
go.
what? Let's
Joe.
go. Let's ask the chat. Okay, let's see. We've got Jeff. Jeff is very helpful here. This is a very interesting question. How do we test it? Give a person a question on a subject they know nothing about, then wouldn't two completely random guess? So I tell you, so this would be like me doing this topic by myself, or Joe and I doing this topic together. Which knows less? I think we know about the same amount. Okay, at that question, then wouldn't two completely random guess at the question have a better chance of getting it right? Or put another way, a person in a dark room shooting at a target has very little chance of hitting it, but two people will have twice as much of a chance, assuming they don't shoot each other. That's very true. So randomly by luck, the two people would have a better chance of knowing more because they might stumble upon more stuff, right? So you got two brains working on the problem versus the one brain. But it really depends on who those people are, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's me, if it's two of me versus one of you, Joe, then you definitely know more.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Or if it's two of me versus one of Jeff, the two of me better just go packing, man. Because
that's not even a fair fight.
Yes, and Cameron says it well. Two people assuming things or one person assuming things. I think two people brainstorming might get further than one person by themselves. That's very true too. That's a very good point. Because yes, if there are two people and they're trying to figure this thing out, two minds working together would probably come to more solutions and more possibilities than just one person working on it. So I would probably say the one person knows. And I turn it back to Joe to see if he can come up with the correct answer.
Yes, I don't think there is a correct answer. So for those of you at home who think there's a right answer to this, There isn't a right answer to this.
Hmm.
Everyone.
Hands
So
down, loss.
you just no, I think it really gets to this idea of like less. I'm gonna take the other approach, where it's hey, person has the capacity XYZ amount of knowledge. 0 out of 144, 0. They have 140 IQ points less.
Hmm.
Possible IQ point. 2 people have a total 80 IQ where they could be. Sounds like they would, in theory, know less.
The 2 people would know less because if it's 0 out of a bigger number,
Yes.
it's actually okay.
It's so I think one of the things that you find, so if you've ever been a part of this, ever been, but if none of you know what you're doing, I'll try to work together collectively. End up lost. One person who doesn't, they're able to search a lot faster. All right, they're lost. They get to the end first because they're not like trying to figure it out collectively. I think Ryan said it pretty well.
Yeah,
Attic said it
I
pretty
was
well. It depends
yeah.
on who acknowledges that they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Because yeah, the person who knows the most is the one who acknowledges that they don't know anything because then they know enough to stay. Right?
Well, I actually I think that's a quote by what, Plato. I've
I don't
act
know, is it?
I think it's something like that. The person who acknowledges that they know nothing.
Ah, yes. Yes. That's yeah, one of the philosophers,
I would
Socrates or Plato or something.
I would actually person who acknowledges how much they actually do. So say that you know nothing, even things. One, you're lying because you do know things. Kind of degrades what you actually do know.
Hmm.
Acknowledge, hey, I know these. Oh, that's actually a better position. Anyway, things to think about on our journey of self-discovery here with who knows less. Buddy, oh, we'll kick it back
But
to Joe.
everybody knows something. This is a non sequitur because, like everybody knows something. Yeah. It's very interesting. I remember, even the people like you look around and you see people around you and maybe I remember being so surprised because you look around and you see someone who's not very well kept, maybe they're kind of sloppy looking, they're dirty, they got, whatever, right? And you think, oh, they got to be kind of grimy. And then you look at someone clean and pressed like a doctor, something like that, and they're so brilliant. But one of the most brilliant men I ever met in my life was a transmission repairman. And he always was covered in grease and oil and fluids and like all kinds of car stuff, and so he was always dirty. And so your first impression of the guy is always like, well, he's kind of disheveled and all that kind of stuff. And when he talked about transmissions, and that's a very complicated part of an automobile, very, very difficult. And this guy was an absolute artist when it came to rebuilding transmissions and knowing exactly what to do. He rebuilt a transmission on one of my cars. This was years ago. This was way back in like 2007 or 2006 or something. But Joe, you were still just a young lad. But I remember getting to know this guy, and it really struck me because the first impression was like, hey, this guy. he's a car guy, whatever. But then you talk to him and you find out how brilliant he is. And so really, even the homeless guy that's out there with his cardboard sign, that guy knows stuff. And there are probably areas that he knows more about than you. And so the key with this topic, I'm going to turn it into something useful, I think, is that everybody knows something. And everybody in this world knows more than you about something. So you can learn something from everyone. And we should honor people that way. We should treat people with that respect and dignity. And we shouldn't just judge people based on appearance. We shouldn't just judge people based on our first impression necessarily. I know first impressions generally tend to carry a lot of weight, but I'll guarantee you, if you take the time to get to know a person, you will find out how brilliant they really are. And that goes for every single one of you as well. You are brilliant. So there you go, Joe. There's my answer.
I like it. If you haven't figured out on this show, we like to discuss silly things, but it's also really important to recognize. I want you to go up in a place a little bit. In case you didn't realize, this question leaves you with a little bit more desired. Hey, there's not enough here. How can I even make a decision? That's a great thing to think. Ask questions. Try to learn. Try to understand. Because yes, if two people are just sitting there talking about something they don't know about, you could just go look up something. Can be too. So we really encourage that as you ask these questions, as you think about these things, recognize other people have great wisdom that they provide to you. And if you think, hey, they have schools, one of the greatest things in life is not a parent yet, but parents learn many things from children.
Hmm.
In case you didn't know, pretty much teach their kids everything. So you can learn something. Respect and not. Don't look down on people. Learn from them. That has been our week on discipline. Be disciplined, vigilant,
Yes.
learning. Be awesome. That's great too. If you haven't done it already, hit the like button, the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. One, it helps by recommending us to other people on YouTube. That way they can hear this stuff too. Together we can all be a little bit more learned on different topics, not
Hmm.
all in a room, not knowing what we're talking about. And two, it helps us out. Like we said, we don't have a studio or anything, but we want to be able to provide you guys wisdom with content that really uplifts you in life. Joe, with as a single dual.
No, that's our band name. Man, we're a
Band.
band.
They
We
band
put the
together.
band together, man. We're putting the band back together. Me and Steve, a single duel.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, they do have a YouTube channel. You can already go over there and like it. So when Joe and Steve finish their next album, which they're working on right now, talked about it this week, be the first to know. Be updated.
Yeah, you'll be the first to
Follow us
know.
here.
Those of you who watch this show, those of you who watch the live stream, who attend the live stream, you will be the first of the first because you will hear the words as they come out of our mouth. Well, with a 5 second.
But 5 seconds behind is better than so
Yeah, yeah,
that in mind. But
right.
either way, we love having you guys here. We love part of the show. So go to Black Stack and Swerve. Listening to this as a podcast, go to Black Stack and Swerve on YouTube. Follow us and find out about the live streams. Maybe you're here right now and watching, and you're a part of the live streams. In which case, we love you and we're glad you're a part of them. not, become a part of them. There's lots of people here. They're awesome people to hang out with. They are much of fun. Have that fun with us. In case you, ton of fun. And then coming up, hopefully, we're gonna do some stuff after live streams together with our community. Out, play some really fun times. I encourage you stop on by Double Cup of Joe on the Black Stat. So,
Yes.
thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. We will see you again next Monday. Another week. Double Cup of Joe. Bye.
See you guys.
Out.
Ta-da! The discipline week is done. Thank you guys. Wow. Thank you guys for being here with us.
Yeah.
I really enjoy reading you guys. You guys got pretty philosophical on this topic.
Yeah, Joe A. perpetually smiles.
Who?
That's
Who
you.
says that?
Hey. Parker. All times. All times perpetually smiling. Yes.
It's not. That's my frowny face.
Just yeah, so his
Am I still smiling?
a little bit.
Actually, you should see me. You should see me doing inspections. I actually don't smile then because I don't want people to approach me. If you smile, you're approachable. And so yeah, so I drive around like this. I like purse my lips. And I got my big sunglasses on.
Intimidating.
And I'm bald, which helps. Yeah.
Oh, Joe. But yeah, I think Joe's parents just didn't tell him if he smiled as much as he does, his face gets stuck like that, which is
I
good
know.
because like
It's crazy because when I was a kid, I didn't smile hardly at all. I was like a depressed kid. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully hang out on the show long enough, we're just gonna get your face stuck like this, and people think you're happy all the time, and they'll be happy and happy together.
Yeah, they'll be happy around you. They'll want to be around you because you're smiling. That's the thing. I remember a guy saying one time, if you light yourself on fire, people will come from around the world to watch you burn.
I'm I'm out. I'm not gonna do the light
And
myself
that's a
on fire.
figurative statement.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Oh
So if
boy.
you just be excited and you be happy, and like people will want to be around you. It's true. At least the people that you're going to want around you, they'll want to be around you. The people who don't want to be around you, you probably don't want them around you anyway, because they're like, there's not like when you're all upset, there's nothing more annoying than a happy person.
It's true. It's really true. But
Yep. So
what
I'm annoying to a lot of people.
I don't know, Joe. What I've found is usually like at the end, I'm just like, ugh, I hate that that guy was happy because that means I have to be happy now.
Mm,
Like if that happy person sticks around long enough, then I'm happy too. Which is usually a happy person,
yes. Be happy.
happy or face.
I'm glad. I'm glad that I was happy. I hope that these recordings came out okay because it was like a super long day. Usually like Tuesdays aren't all that long for me, so that's why Tuesdays are nice, but Thursday this week is bulk week and Thursday. So I left this morning at like, and I think I tried to be out of here by like 7:30. I think I made it. And I didn't get back here. I didn't get back home until like close to 7
Ooh.
night. And so I'm like, quick, I gotta hit everything around. And I'm like, oh, well, we'll see how this one goes. All right, we'll start it together. But yeah, so hopefully it was good. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And it was definitely great hanging out with you guys in the chat. Um, Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to type while we're doing the show, but we'll get better. We'll get better at it as we go.
Yep. For being here. Tara, that's hilarious. Just say hi to the ghost at the haunted house. Ah! Hi.
What?
Ah! Hi. Ah! Hi. That sounds awesome.
That's great.
So thanks for stopping in for the last few minutes. Hit that notification bell. And that ton of fun. Glad you're here. Gonna kick our outro. Still be in the chat for a little. Love you guys. See you soon.